Hello, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
Merrick Wilson.
Big breakthrough in this David case.
Yeah, let's start off with all these details. A lot happening this afternoon and this morning.
Yeah, so David has been officially charged. The DA announced this. Charges include first-degree murder with special circumstances, and he is eligible for the death penalty. By the way, it is on the table, and also charged with lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14, including mutilating a body. So we do have the video of Nathan Hochman, the LA DA, speaking about all of this. We'll play it for you now.
Today, I am announcing the charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4vd, in connection with the brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time. And there are 3 sets of charges that have been brought. The first-degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again. The second is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation. In this particular case, as the evidence will come out in court, the witness to the investigation was Celeste. And the investigation was into the lewd and lascivious sexual acts committed by Mr. Burke that is the subject of count 2 of this complaint with Celeste while she was under 14 years old. The investigation was to determine who killed, who murdered Celeste months and months before. That investigation was carried out in unison and in partnership between the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and the District Attorney's Office. At every point in the investigation, through the arrest and the filing of charges, the LAPD and the District Attorney's Office have worked in lockstep. There's been no disagreements amongst these entities in deciding how to proceed with this case, ultimately leading to these charges today.
Yeah, and he really hits home the point at the end about how the LAPD and the District Attorney's Office worked in lockstep, because we're hearing the opposite, that the LAPD just kind of went rogue and arrested him and said, now you have to charge him. We're done waiting around. And Nathan, our sources, Garagos' sources, are saying that. Nathan is obviously contradicting that. But at the end of the day, yeah, these charges are laid out finally, and now he's seeing the grand jury. Is it going on right now? I think it's going on right now, actually. So we'll have more updates for you tomorrow morning, and obviously stay tuned to the website this afternoon for those updates. But yeah, so he's basically saying David was lying in wait for Celeste on April 23rd. Now, this is only 5 days after his Coachella set last year.
Wow,
so he
I did not
performed
know
at
that.
Coachella. There was a viral clip going around of him trying to do a backflip off the stage, and then he busted his ass, which in hindsight right now is like chef's kiss. Thank God.
Yeah.
He got some public embarrassment a little bit beforehand. But 5 days later, he apparently lies in wait for Celeste, who was allegedly threatening to out his relationship with her and the fact that they did have sexual relations. And he apparently killed her to save his music career, which, I mean, terrible decision murder in general, but like, you're going to get charged more for the murder than you would have for just, hooking up with a minor.
But he thought that he could get away with it all. And that's why he thought,
what an idiot.
Get rid of her fast. And this is all alleged, but the LAPD police chief says that there is evidence of a sexual relationship between David and Celeste. Digital and forensic evidence links David to the crime. Now, there also was that investigation into the random, unusual trip he made to Santa Barbara in the middle of the night alongside a friend. They were investigating that. I don't know how they were investigating that, but I believe that is a big part of this case in terms of how they pinned him down to this.
Yeah. And just a little more of the timeline. They said the murder occurred on April 23rd, but the body wasn't mutilated and put into the Tesla, or at least mutilated, until May 5th. So it was dismembered and decomposing in the Tesla for about 4 months, which is really what's
Wow.
making this medical examiner have a difficult time, determining cause of death. Though we are told that it was, what's the exact wording?
Wait, from who?
For the actual injury they had.
So it was a sharp and
Something with a sharp
sharp,
object.
a sharp. Yeah,
Yeah, I just want
sharp
a
instrument. Sharp
Yeah,
instrument is the quote
Yes.
from the documents.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Killed with a sharp instrument. That's what. Yeah. And
Right. It was tough for them, yeah, because her body had been decaying for some time. But we do have to talk about what the defense says. So
yeah, and we also should say that. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say that the defense was brief. The quote is, "He was not the cause of her death."
And that's where they keep hitting home that point. It's like, well, what do you know then? If he's not the cause of the death, what is the cause of the death? Because you seem pretty adamant about David not being the cause of the death. So was there a cause of death, like maybe an accidental overdose, maybe some sort of accident in the house, and then he dismembered and put her in the Tesla?
It sounds like very
also not
chosen
great.
wording. Chosen
very,
wording.
very
He was
specific
not
wording.
the cause of her death. He did not kill
Yes.
Celeste Rivas. His family has 100% come behind
Yep.
him. I do have a quote from the family I want to read. It's very brief.
We are disappointed but not surprised that the district attorney made this decision. David's family stands behind him 100%.
Which I'm not surprised
Yeah,
from the family, because if they say anything else, it ruins his case.
for sure.
So,
someone
yeah.
who's not staying behind him is Interscope Records. His record label dropped him. They said they dropped him when he was before he was formally charged this past weekend, or this past Thursday. The decision came late last year when police indicated he was a suspect, but they waited until he was arrested and charged to officially make it public. They took him off the website and all that kind of stuff, but he is officially dropped from the label.
If you listen to Two Angry Men this past weekend with Harvey Levin and Mark Garagos, they made some good points about the arrest and if it was a gun jump, saying that they potentially jumped the gun here, which could damage this case pretty good.
Well, I mean, now they're saying that they're in this together, and I think the LAPD wouldn't have jumped the gun if they didn't feel, whether it was their call or not, that they did have something solid to go with. And I think them knowing the dates of mutilation, the date she was at the house, the date that it occurred, all that stuff, it does seem like they have more information that's obviously not privy to the public, that hopefully is putting these pieces together for them. And I guess we'll hear a lot of that probably in the grand jury testimony that's going on right now. So
Was there anything set bond-wise?
no,
No?
he is not getting out on bail.
No.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I've seen worse before.
For sure.
You know, where they put down like a $20 million bond.
And that could change
And
after
they
the hearing
post.
today as well.
Yeah, which
And also his
honestly,
mugshot was released.
huge flight risk right now. So I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. He will probably try to get the heck out of there
Yep.
as soon as they release him. Who knows?
And we got that
Very big
crazy video
risk.
of him surrendering. So, hopefully he's
Yeah.
cooperating.
Well, we'll keep you updated on this case.
Yeah,
Really
we'll definitely have
interested
more
to see
stories
where
for you
this
today,
goes.
this afternoon. Stay tuned, TMZ.com.
Yeah, because I think it's live right now.
Yeah, we got
They're
got reporters at the courthouse feeding us information quickly through the wire. So yeah, we'll have
So
those
if you don't want to hear this next topic, which is
this is
completely different topic,
We're gonna do a little
you can
pivot.
leave right now and go to TMZ.com, and we are currently updating you on the David what's exactly going on at the courthouse.
Yeah.
But moving on, just really quick, our final story. You all know this. We both love
Been
wrestling.
hyping it up for a week. WrestleMania, baby.
We've been hyping up WrestleMania 42. I was there Wednesday to Sunday. I was a part of my first WrestleMania week. I have a podcast here called TMZ's Inside the Ring, and I got to do some incredible interviews over
you killed
the
it
week.
this weekend. A busy boy.
Thank you. I was texting Eric all week saying, I just got this
I wasn't
person.
jealous at all.
I just got this person, and I got
you believe he went there? Roger, co-host of the Inside the Ring as well, was also there. He went there and didn't even bring me back a gift.
Okay, well,
Rogers texted me, "Oh man, I was going to get you this thing, but they only had one and it was $150." And I was like, "Totally get it."
if you must know, I
This
was
guy.
so busy.
I
that
get it,
Even my
but, you know-
girlfriend was mad at me because she sat in the hotel room all day.
Me and Gabby are going to start a group chat where we talk about it.
Seriously, no, you should,
should.
because Thursday, Friday, I was interviewing. If you guys know wrestling, I interviewed Chelsea Green, Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Shrick Williams, Logan Paul, which a
Raquel
lot of people don't like,
Rodriguez,
Raquel
Danhausen.
Rodriguez, Danhausen, which I'm wearing right now, Danhausen shirt. If you know, he's new. He curses people. He cursed me. But out of all those interviews, I went to the WWE Hall of Fame. Very thankful to WWE, by the way. They gave me a spot on a very coveted red carpet where there's only a few outlets, and very thankful. I didn't have many expectations, okay? Yeah. I only had a few, like, I'm going to get some people, maybe The Undertaker, maybe someone good. But John Cena walks on the red carpet. And I said, no way, Roger, we're going to get him. He's not coming over here. He's going to take a picture and he's going to leave. No, John waited for all the equipment to move and then walked over to me to do his interview.
Wow.
And I got to meet John Cena. WWE posted, Eric texted me a video of WWE.
I couldn't believe it. I was scrolling through and I saw a WWE post with Branson and John Cena. I almost shit myself. And then I sent it to him and he hadn't seen it. And then he almost shit himself. It's a very cute, adorable moment. Let's
really quick before we play it, I bonded with him over hair transplants. So let's show him. Yeah.
Transplant as well, and we actually got it the same month. I believe it was October, a couple years or a year or so ago. I want to talk to you a little bit about that because I went through the exact same thing as you. What was your healing process like? How long was it before you could step outside? Did you kind of just rock the transplant with no hair? Because I just went outside with the blood all over my head. I just kind of rocked it.
The first, so it's like it is a surgery, right?
Yeah.
And having been through many surgeries, first 14 days are like the most important.
Yeah.
Can't get it wet. It's open wounds. Your head swells, so like the swelling comes down. Your skull looks different for a little bit. But I didn't care. Like I literally got the transplant and went right to pre-prep for a movie in Budapest. So
really?
I was walking around Christmas markets in Budapest with like an alien head.
Oh, seriously?
But honestly, they were kind enough to let me stay down for 14 days, and then after that, I went to work.
Wait, we didn't show the part where he told me that my hair looks fantastic, and I tell him his hair looks fantastic.
I intentionally had Tony cut that part out.
Oh, okay. I see.
I got to give you credit, though, because, obviously a lot of people talked about John Cena's hair transplant and when he was bald and all this other stuff. I feel like this is the first interview with John Cena where he opened up and had a genuine conversation. It was probably, the fact that you were someone that went through the same thing he went through. But he seemed so open and genuine about actually giving you a legitimate response, because he's one to just give cold shut off responses too.
For sure. And I did ask him
such an open moment.
Thank you. I did ask him those questions. I asked him about the Hall of Fame and AJ Styles and retirement and his favorite movie coming up after this. But this was the one where I go, this was genuine. And especially at the end of this video, you don't see it here. You can watch the full interview on TMZ Sports or on Instagram. And John tells me, I know how it feels to be on your end. Like when your hair is receding, you're getting the surgery. You don't know where.
Sorry to interrupt. Just want to give you guys an update on David. He just pled not guilty to the charges and stuff.
Oh, we just got an update. Yeah. So David just pled not guilty. Like we said, this is a live thing going on.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to update you on this. Just honestly go to TMZ.com right now because if you want
it's live updating, we're live streaming it all.
If you don't want to hear about more John Cena stuff, just head out.
And he demanded a preliminary hearing immediately.
Okay. So my best guess about this whole thing with David, my best guess is that these words, like he did not cause her death and everything, they're kind of throwing it to the wind. They're hoping that the logistics of this arrest stick, like the wrong.
I think there's definitely some speculation in there, but the dates are too specific to not have some sort of solid basis on what they're going for.
Nathan Hochman is good at what he does.
David's lawyers asked the judge for a preliminary hearing within 10 days. That's something to which a defendant is entitled. There's a clear strategic reason for the move, given that David was arrested just a few days ago. The defense seems to be banking on the case still being a work in progress. So to what you just said, they want to basically call their bluff immediately and not give them any more time to find any more information. They want to rush this to trial, so because the defense thinks that they don't have the goods.
Wow,
apparently.
so they want immediate start to this.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is going to heat up pretty fast.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well,
Celeste Rivas' family is also they're speaking out right now.
You think they are?
Yes, there's a live show going on.
Yeah, they're giving
right
a press conference right now.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you guys go to TMZ.com if you guys want to.
Yeah, go to TMZ. We'll wrap this up, but great weekend.
Yeah, great WrestleMania weekend for you. Maybe not so much for the show. Yeah. Punk and Roman was good.
I'll say this: wrestling fans love to complain, and I sat near a lot of complaining wrestling fans.
I'll say this: some people's podcast banks on a relationship with certain brands, and I'm just going to be honest because I'm not on that podcast, and I'm just going to say it was an okay WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Let's go to comments.
Let's go to comments. Is there comments? For the David case, Jay Garcia, this POS piece O, say it.
Shit.
Nice. Is guilty as sin. Hands down, first degree murder. I agree. I throw this guy in the slammer, throw away the key. It's over. That's my opinion. Seniors Hangout. Hey, this guy's always on here. Poor girl. She was just a young fan in love with a horrible adult.
That's why you don't meet people on social media, folks.
I think that this case is pretty strong. Clorox Bleach. Interesting username. The cops and DA botched the rollout of this case, which will help him at his trial. Yeah,
that's what he's banking on.
I think so too.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Branson! It's
Oh,
Branson's
thank you.
birthday today. He's the big 2.
Brandon, thank you for saying happy birthday to me. Brandon watches all
old
of
are
our
you?
wrestling interviews. What was that?
How old are you?
I'm 27.
27 today, big Branson.
27. Let's go around the room. How
Brandon
old are you?
does because he always compliments my NWO show.
You're how old? 21. Tony.
21, the clearance intern.
What?
26
Tony's
to Tony.
Me and Tony are the same age. Sam's 23. And you?
And that's it for today's
the
podcast.
TMZ podcast.
We'll see you guys
Thank you,
tomorrow.
everybody. See you tomorrow.
I'm 36.